Do you have a traveler on your Christmas list and you're stumped for what to get them? Well, stay tuned because my list of 20 of my personal must-haves has got you covered. We all know that YouTube is flooded with videos about things to take on your travels. And by now we all know that you need a neck pillow for on the plane and you need packing cubes. There's not going to be any of that on this list. My list of 20 must-haves are things that I personally have found over my years of travel make things easier for me, more efficient, and just things that I will not travel without anymore. So the first item on my list is one that I have found very recently, and I was thrilled to find it. I've always got a camera with me, as probably a lot of you do, and I'm always wearing it around my neck, and it rubs on my neck and it hurts, and I find by the end of the day I'm just done with it. Well, I found the scarf camera strap. It feels so good around your neck. It's soft, it's a little bit stretchy, so it has some give to it, and I really love this. And the other cool thing about it is it has, if I can find it, it has a hidden zipper pocket. Now, for a lot of you, you'll just want to use that for your passport, and it's plenty big. You can see it's plenty big for a passport. So you could use it for your passport, credit cards, cash, and they're all safe on you in a place where nobody would ever think to look. For me, I store my extra camera batteries in there because I go through camera batteries quite fast when I'm taking video. So I love this scarf strap. In fact, I love it so much that I've asked for another one for Christmas because it comes in many different colors and patterns. Now, related to the scarf strap is this Peak Design quick change clip kit for your camera. And you don't have to have that particular strap, the scarf strap, but what it is, it comes with two of these, which I have hooked my strap to. So it comes with two of these, and then it'll come with 4 of these. And this is the part that you connect directly to your camera. And then to put it on, you just slide it on, and you could hear that click into place. And it is not going anywhere. And then to take it off, you just push and pull it out. This is wonderful for photographers who might have more than one camera and they frequently swap out. And like I said, the clip kit comes with 2 of the black casings and 4 of the little clips. So you can actually use this with 2 cameras and you can swap them out really easily. Next on my list is an item that's also from Peak Design. It is this Peak Design gear bag, maybe more for a professional photographer or a really full-time traveler who takes a lot of technical gear with them. For me, I have a bunch of battery chargers and cords, so I carry all of that in here. You can see I've got it pretty well stuffed. Let me move that out, but you can see that it is an accordion type opening, and then it just closes up and zips right back. But it's got all of these wonderful compartments. It's got a zipper pocket here for your SD cards or thumb drives. It's got all these little individual pockets to really make it easy to organize your gear, and then it just zips right back up. And another thing I like about it is it has these hand straps, so you can hold it like that and zip it open and have a look at it with a secure grip on it and see what's inside. So this is great for when you're on the go, and I believe it comes in 2 colors. Like I said, it's a little bit pricey, but it was well worth it for me. This next item is also a little bit on the pricey side. I believe it's $45, but it is a solar power bank, and it's a little heavy, so you need to weigh no pun intended, but you need to weigh the pros and cons of carrying this, whether it's worth it to you to carry the weight. And I don't remember the exact weight. I'm sure it's in the Amazon listing. But the reason that I have this is because, and you can see it's charging right now. Let's see, the green light shows that it is charging. Whoop, there it goes, solar charging, and that's from the lights that I'm using right now are bright enough, but this is mostly intended to put out in the sun to recharge. So you can leave it on a windowsill, you can hang it on your backpack. It comes with a carabiner so that you can hang it on your backpack if you're a hiker or a backpacker. If you're an RVer, you can set it up in the front window so that it can get a charge. You can see it has 3 USBs here so that you can charge 3 things at one time, and it will even charge an iPad. Now you can also charge it with your AC in your room. It does not come with a block, you know, the charging block, but it does come with your cable, and I have it hooked onto my carabiner so I won't lose it. The reason that I love this device is there have been many times when we've gotten to a hotel in Europe and there's one plug, literally one outlet. And with both of us having phones and our iPads and our computers, so this is great for hotel rooms in Europe because a lot of times, even if there are sufficient plugs, they're not near the bedside table or someplace where you want to keep your iPhone, because I use mine as an alarm clock. So I can put this right on my nightstand and charge it overnight. And then the next morning, before I go out for the day, I simply put it in the windowsill of the hotel. I come back in the afternoon and it's fully charged. Now, the other thing I love about this unit is that this side is an LED light panel, and it is super bright. Let me show you how that works. On the side, you have the power button, which I showed you to turn on these lights before. So let's turn it on. To turn it on, you double click here, and there you go. There's your LED light. And then you press it again to scroll through. There's your dim. Oh, there's your dim, sorry. See how bright this thing is? I've tried it in the dark and it is super bright. This is also great for campers. It's great if you're in a hotel room and the power goes off. Never had that happen before, but it kind of serves as an extra flashlight. So it's a great emergency tool and I just love it. Okay, along those same lines, as I said, a lot of times there's only one plug in a hotel room. I love this little donut charging hub. It has, as you can see, 3 USB ports and 3 AC outlets, and it plugs into one wall unit. Now, when you're traveling abroad, you will need an adapter for this. The adapter that changes the configuration of the plug so that it will go into the wall unit. That's not to be confused with a converter. But one of the reasons that I like this one is that it does not have surge protection. And if you are a cruiser, that is important because ships will not allow you to take surge protectors on board. So you can still use this on a cruise ship as well as overseas, and it gives you lots of extra options for plug-ins. This next thing is one of my personal favorites. It is the cutest little thing. I think it's Japanese made, and I don't know if you can see that. It's got little ears and a little bear face on it. This is actually a portable fan, and when you open it up, you can see it's got the little fan blades, and I'm going to turn it on. It is a multi-speed. There's the next speed. So it's got 2 speeds. It's got safety blades. So if you stick your finger in it, it's not going to hurt you, and it's just going to stop, which is great if you have kids because they can safely use this. The other thing that I love about it is that it can fold back so that it can sit on your table. I have been known to pull these out when we're having dinner outside somewhere in Europe and it's very hot and point it right at me on the table. And people are always curious about it. They always want to know where I got it. But the neat thing about it doesn't stop there. As you can see, it's got an input and an output here for charging. So you can charge this up, which it does not take batteries. It is rechargeable, so charge it before you go. And then you can switch your cable around the other way and use it as a power bank. So if you're out and about and your phone is running low, you can quickly plug this into it and you've got a power bank. The other thing it has is, again, a flashlight. So if you press on the power button and hold it, the flashlight comes on. So you've got a great 3-in-1 purse size, pocket size unit here that has multiple uses. This cable is a 4-in-1, and let me show you what it's got. And it comes with this little cord wrap that's attached to it, so that's an extra bonus. But this is a 4-in-1 cable, and at the top you've got two, you've got two lightning cables here. You've got a mini USB, no, that's this one, which your Samsung phones, a lot of those use, a lot of the battery cases use that. And then you've got a Type-C, which some of the newer things are using. And I happen to have a GoPro that needs the Type-C. So I can charge 4 devices with one cord. Let me tell you, this has absolutely saved my sanity. It comes in a 2-pack, so you can give one to your traveling companion. And again, it wraps up, and it's got its own little cord keeper here. Perfect. While we're talking about charging items, let's not forget when we're on the airplane. I love this from Amazon Basics. It is a retractable charging cord. This is lightning. I do believe it comes in other types. And you can see it's not very long, but for the plane, it's fine. And then when you're ready to go, you land and you got to pack up quickly, you just retract it. Super convenient. Love this gadget. And it would be a great stocking stuffer. Sometimes you want to listen, but you also need to charge your phone, or you don't want it to run down because you're planning to listen to it for a long time. And if you're a polite traveler, you listen to those with your earbuds or your headphones in there. So if you have earbuds and you want to charge, what are you going to do? Well, thankfully, there's a 2-in-1, and you can see that it has 2 lightning plugs, one for my charging, and it tells you which is which. One will charge, one is just for listening. There is one that makes one for the regular earphones and one for the charging. So both of those are listed down below. This is just a simple but a very useful gadget, whether you need the lightning one or the other one. Okay, so moving on from tech gadgets, let's do a little housekeeping. I like to travel as light as possible, which means if I'm going somewhere for a 7 or 8 day trip, I typically only take enough clothes for 4, maybe 5 days, and I wash in the hotel room. And it's really not a big deal. It's super easy. I do it at night right before I take my shower, or sometimes even in the shower. I'll wash socks and underwear and hang them up to dry. And it's super easy to do when I have my convertible clothesline. This is by Lewis & Clark, which makes a lot of travel products. Comes in this pouch, and it just comes out, and it has on each end, it has a suction cup as well as here we go, Velcro straps. So you can either stick it to the wall if you have a tile bathroom or a tile shower. It works great. If not, you can you can hook it to a door handle or the shower head, or whatever you need to do. You can do the shower head on one end, the tile on the other. And you can see that it is braided rubber, which means that you don't need clothespins, and you don't just drape everything over, which takes it longer to dry. You just push a little corner of your garment through, and with the stretch, it keeps it tight enough, and it is perfect for travel. And then you just stick it back in the pouch when you're ready to go. Just be sure that you don't forget it. I have left one behind in a hotel room before. Now, to go along with your hanging clothesline, I also take these little laundry soap sheets. There's 50 sheets in this little tiny pack. It runs about $7 or $8. You might be able to find them in camping supply stores, but I did get this on Amazon. You just open it, it has these little sheets, and they almost feel like tissue paper. And so you just throw one in your sink. One of these is enough to do a pair of underwear and a pair of socks. If you're doing something larger, you might want to use 2. I love to carry this with me. I stick it right in the pouch with my clothesline when I pack up, and I have it all ready to go. So this would make a great gift for a traveler, and it's not terribly expensive, so it would be a great stocking stuffer. This next thing might seem a little unnecessary to some of you, but I travel with my husband, who has a tendency to kind of just throw things all over the room. And so wherever we go, if there's a desk, he kind of takes over the desk with his keys and his change and his wallet and his cell phone and his chewing gum and whatever he has when he empties his pockets. But when you're in a small space, you need to be neat. So I found these to try, and surprisingly enough, he did use it. This is a travel valet tray, and you can see it's perfectly flat. It comes in a set of 3, and you just snap the corners. They have good, strong snaps on the corners, and you have quickly got a little valet tray. I love these. We each use one, and then I have the third one, which I can put in the bathroom, and I can use for when I take my jewelry off so it doesn't fall in the drain, or whatever else we come across that we think we might have a use for. But this is just a great little simple organizational trick. They pack up flat. I put the 3 of them in. That saves my sanity in the hotel room. Another organizational item that I love, and ladies who have makeup are also going to love this, is this compact travel brush container. Let me show you the magic of this container. You just unzip it, fold the top part down, and you have a perfect little organizer that sits on the countertop. It organizes all your brushes. There is elastic all around it to make your brushes stand up, and then there's plenty of room still in the center for mascaras and things like that. And then when you're ready to go, you just zip it right back up and throw it in your suitcase. I love this item. I highly, highly recommend this for the ladies. I'm at that age where it's difficult for me to put on makeup without a magnifying mirror, and a lot of hotels are starting to put those in their bathrooms now, but not all. So I found this compact mirror. It is rechargeable, so it doesn't use batteries. It comes with a charging cable. I have found that if I charge it before I leave home, that it lasts me, 5 to 6 days before I have to recharge it. But you can see it has 10 times magnification here. Let's see if you can see that. 5 times here and regular here. And you can set this on the counter and mess around with it so that it will sit up straight. And it also lights up. So you just press the switch, you get one on, you get the other one on, you can get both of them on. So I love this item. It's very small. It's not terribly heavy. And like I said, it doesn't use batteries, which I also love, because if you have to carry batteries for all these items, it adds a lot of weight. And I just hate thinking about all those batteries going in the landfill somewhere. It also comes with a little travel pouch to keep it all in one place. Who hasn't traveled and had curtains that wouldn't fully close, and so early in the morning at 6 o'clock you wake up because this bright light is streaming in? Well, that doesn't happen to me anymore because I wear sleep masks. And this, I've tried many of them because I wear these every night at home as well as travel. And so I have figured out what works and doesn't work for me, and I think that this is pretty general things that would work best for most people. This set comes with 3, and I only had the 1 in here because I have 1 already packed and I have 1 at my bedside table because, like I said, I use them all the time. One of the things that is a must for me is it has to have these concave eye cups, because I do not want it pressing against my eyes. I find it really uncomfortable. This gives my eyelashes room. If I do open my eyes with it on, my eyelashes have plenty of room, and it's not uncomfortable. It also has an adjustable, stretchy strap that goes around it. And the other thing is it has a plain open spot for your nose. I don't know if you can see that. Some of them are kind of hooded, like it has a part that goes over your nose, which is totally unnecessary, and I find it kind of suffocating. So I like this. It's 3 in a pack for $9.99. Great value for home or for travel. I always like to take some sort of extra tote or shopping bag when I go to Europe, especially because when you go to the stores, a lot of them will not give you a bag, especially the grocery stores. And we often go to grocery stores to get snacks or bottled water. So I take a couple of totes. This one is also big enough that I could use this on the airplane when I come home if I bought too many souvenirs. And it's by Travelon. It folds up very compactly. But let me show you what an awesome tote bag it is. This actually forms the bottom, so it's a little reinforced. And this is your bag. And it's fully zipped on the top, so you have a nice secure zipper enclosure. It also has a smaller zipper pocket on the front, and on the back it actually has, this can be used as a pocket with a Velcro closure up here at the top, or you can unzip the bottom, and when you do that, then you have a sleeve to go over your the handle of your rolling suitcase. So this is multifunctional here. Now, I will tell you, this particular pattern is not available anymore, but there are several others available on Amazon. So check out the link below for this one. When my husband and I travel, we usually kind of make a home base in one particular city and do day trips out from there, and the train system in most of Europe is fabulous and it makes it easy to do that. But every once in a while we go to a city where we think we're not going to have enough time in a day and we want to just spend one night, and so rather than packing up and taking all of our stuff, we take a little backpack. This one is by Bago or Bago, I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but this is how it packs up. Very small, very lightweight, and let me show you how it works. You open it up. This whole case is actually going to form an inside pocket. So once you open it up, you just turn this inside out. Easier said than done when you're on camera, right? But you just turn the pocket inside out, the whole backpack comes out, and you can see that you turn that case inside out and it makes an inside zipper pocket, which is really nice. Then you've got this whole big area. On the outside you have two little mesh pockets on the sides, which we use for water bottles and so forth. And then you've got a nice big pocket here with this clasp, and under that you have even another zippered pocket. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Another zippered pocket here. So this is an awesome backpack. It weighs practically nothing, but when we go overnight with just enough clothes for a change of clothes and a few toiletries, it's just perfect. We love this backpack, and it comes in a bunch of different colors, so you could get a different color for every member of your family. Now, besides the tote that I already showed you, I like to take something a little simpler and smaller for just everyday shopping. Like I said, if we run to the grocery store, and reusable shopping bags are a dime a dozen. You can find them everywhere, but I love this set of two. They're a little heavier duty than a lot of the ones that you find. They come in multiple colors, and like I said, it's heavier duty. It's just made better. It has this style of handle. It's a nice heavyweight, almost like a parachute material, and when you have unzipped it, you can see that the part that stores it becomes an outside pocket. So it's a really nice weight. It's not a narrow one. It has a bottom that expands when you fill it, and super easy to pack up again, and very inexpensive. These are great whether you travel or just for your regular grocery shopping at home. I do like to have a raincoat, but they take up so much room. Well, I found this packable raincoat slash windbreaker, and as you can see, it packs up very small. It does come in other colors, but I chose the navy blue. It's just a very lightweight windbreaker style. It does have a hood and a zipper front and two little pockets with flaps to cover them up. It's really a nice little coat. Oh, it does have drawstrings too on the hood. So it's really a nice little coat, and it doesn't weigh anything. I mean, I don't know, an ounce, 2 ounces. So I can stick it in just about anywhere to, you know, fill up those little spaces in my carry-on. And you can see just while I was talking, I rolled it up and it fits right in your bag. And so I really like this. Okay, so this is kind of a fun one. This is called Wine Wings, and I've only got 2 of them here because my husband has the other 2 with him on his trip. But it comes in a pack of 4, and you can see it's kind of like bubble wrap on the inside. But the neat thing about it is it's also a waterproof pouch. So it opens up, you slide your bottle in, and then you fold it back up. And not only is it cushioned and padded for the trip, but if it should happen to leak or break, which we've not had happen, but if it does, it's not going to leak out and get all over your clothes because it is closed up here. We've used these for wine, of course. We've used it to bring back olive oil from Spain. We've even put small snow globes in here because we bring one back to my granddaughter from every place that we go, and so they have to go in the checked luggage. You can't carry on a snow globe, pro tip. So we will pack them in one of these, and it does a great job of protecting it. And again, if it should happen to break, the water and all from the snow globe or the wine or the olive oil, that would be a horrible mess. But it's not going to leak out of this bag. It's not going to leak because it not only has like a double ziplock feature here, so you zip it up, but then you also fold it over twice and Velcro it, and you're good to go. Well, that's it. It was 20 of my favorite and most useful travel gadgets. I hope that you found something on here that will help you with your Christmas shopping. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so, because this Friday I'm headed back to Germany and I'm going to visit several Christmas markets. You don't want to miss it. It's so much fun. We're going to do a food tasting at one of them and show you all the great holiday and Christmas German foods and some of the great handcrafts that are available there. So be sure to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you soon.